Welcome, my friends, to our new series, Learn English Through Stories. In this series, we'll explore inspiring stories that not only uplift us on our self-development journey but also help improve our English skills. Today, we'll embark on a journey that could change the way you think about money, life, and success. This video isn't just a story, it's a powerful lesson that has transformed millions of lives, including my own. Together, we'll dive into the key takeaways from Rich Dad, Poor Dad by Robert Kiyosaki, a book that has guided countless people toward achieving financial freedom. Let's get started. Imagine growing up with two father figures, each offering vastly different advice about life and money. One worked tirelessly but struggled financially, while the other, though lacking a formal education, built a life of freedom and prosperity. This was the reality for Robert Kiyosaki, the author of Rich Dad, Poor Dad. On one hand, there was his biological father, the poor dad, a highly educated man with a steady government job. Poor Dad believed in the traditional approach: study hard, get good grades, and secure a stable job with benefits. Yet, despite his impressive credentials and hard work, he often found himself living paycheck to paycheck, worrying about money and retirement. On the other hand was Robert's best friend's father, the Rich Dad. Rich Dad didn't have a college degree and started with very little. However, through entrepreneurship and smart investments, he built a thriving business empire. Unlike Poor Dad, Rich Dad didn't work for money, he made money work for him. These two men and their contrasting beliefs shaped Robert's understanding of money, success, and life itself. The lessons Robert learned from his rich dad formed the foundation of the book Rich Dad, Poor Dad, a guide that has empowered millions to break free from financial struggles and achieve their dreams. Let's explore some of the most important lessons from this life-changing story. Lesson 1: The rich don't work for money. Robert's first major lesson came when he asked Rich Dad a simple question: how can I become rich? Instead of giving a direct answer, Rich Dad offered Robert a job at one of his stores, but there was a twist: he wouldn't pay him. This baffled Robert. Why would anyone work for free? Rich Dad explained, most people work for money because they're driven by fear and desire, the fear of not having enough and the desire for material things. This keeps them trapped in the rat race. What is the rat race? It's the endless cycle where people work hard to earn a paycheck, spend most, or all, of it on bills, debt, and things they want, and then repeat the same pattern month after month. They believe that earning more money will solve their problems, but in reality, it often leads to more spending, not more wealth. Rich Dad's key point: don't chase money. Instead, look for opportunities to build wealth. Take a moment to reflect. Have you ever seen someone get a raise, only to spend it on a new car, expensive gadgets, or lavish vacations? They're earning more, but they're not getting any richer because they're still working for money instead of finding ways to make money work for them. Rich Dad encouraged Robert to shift his mindset. He said, stop focusing on your paycheck. Start focusing on how to create assets that generate income for you, even when you're not working. Lesson 2: Assets versus liabilities. One of the most eye-opening lessons Rich Dad taught Robert was the difference between assets and liabilities, a concept that many people misunderstand. Rich Dad broke it down simply. An asset is something that puts money in your pocket, even when you're not working. A liability is something that takes money out of your pocket, often requiring continuous expenses. At first, Robert thought his house was an asset. After all, houses are valuable, right? But Rich Dad explained, if your house costs you money every month for mortgage payments, maintenance, taxes, and repairs, then it's actually a liability. The value of something doesn't make it an asset. What makes it an asset is whether it generates income. Examples of assets: rental properties that produce monthly income, stocks or investments that pay dividends, businesses that generate passive income. Examples of liabilities: luxury cars that lose value and require high maintenance, credit card debt used for non-essential purchases, expensive homes with ongoing costs. Rich Dad's key point: focus on acquiring assets that generate income and minimize spending on liabilities that drain your resources. Here's a practical example. Imagine you have $10,000. If you use it to buy a new car, that car will lose value over time and require ongoing expenses. But if you invest that $10,000 in a business or dividend-paying stocks, you're building an asset that will continue to grow and generate income. This simple shift in mindset, from accumulating liabilities to building assets, transformed Robert's financial future. It's a lesson we can all apply to create a more secure and prosperous life. Lesson 3: Financial education is the key to freedom. Rich Dad believed that the most significant difference between the rich and the poor isn't how much money they earn, it's how much they understand about money. Schools teach people how to work for money, Rich Dad often said, but they don't teach people how to make money work for them. Financial education, according to Rich Dad, is the foundation of wealth building. It's not about memorizing facts or formulas, it's about learning how to make informed decisions about earning, saving, investing, and spending. Key concepts in financial education: income and expenses. Income is the money you earn, whether from a job, investments, or other sources. Expenses are the money you spend on things like rent, groceries, bills, and entertainment. Imagine you earn $2,000 a month, but your expenses add up to $2,500. You're not only living paycheck to paycheck, you're going into debt. But if you reduce your expenses to $1,500 and save the remaining $500, you can start investing and growing your wealth. Assets and liabilities. Assets are things that put money in your pocket, like investments, rental properties, or businesses. Liabilities are things that take money out of your pocket, like loans, credit card debt, or high-interest purchases. Rich Dad said, financial education helps you focus on buying assets and minimizing liabilities. Think of two people earning $50,000 a year. One spends most of it on a big house and car payments, while the other uses it to buy stocks and start a small side business. Over time, the first person struggles financially, while the second person builds wealth through their assets. Cash flow. Cash flow is the movement of money in and out of your pocket. Rich Dad explained, the key to financial success is creating positive cash flow, when more money is coming in than going out. Understanding cash flow helps you evaluate opportunities, like whether a property is a good investment or if a business idea will be profitable. Saving versus investing. Rich Dad taught Robert that saving money is essential, but investing is how you build wealth. He said, your savings should work for you by earning more money. Saving alone might not keep up with inflation, but investing in assets like stocks, real estate, or mutual funds can grow your money over time. If you save $10,000 in a bank account earning 1% interest, it grows slowly. But if you invest it in stocks averaging 8% annual returns, your money grows significantly faster over the years. Understanding debt. Not all debt is bad. Rich Dad explained the difference between good debt and bad debt. Good debt is used to buy assets that generate income, like a rental property. Bad debt is used to buy liabilities, like credit card purchases for luxury items. Borrowing money to invest in an income-generating property can help you build wealth, but using a credit card for a vacation puts you further into debt without adding value to your financial future. Rich Dad's key takeaway was this: financial education isn't about memorizing facts or formulas. It's about developing the skills to make informed decisions with your money. With financial education, you gain the tools to take control of your financial future. As we should apply financial education in real life, Rich Dad gave Robert exercises to practice these lessons. He had Robert review financial statements, track cash flow, and calculate returns on investments. Here's an example. Imagine you're considering two opportunities. Buying a new car that costs $500 per month. Investing $500 per month in a mutual fund with an average return of 7% per year. After 5 years, the car will have depreciated in value, but the investment could grow significantly, depending on the market. Financial education helps you understand the impact of these decisions. Lesson 4. Work to learn, not just to earn. Rich Dad once asked Robert a profound question: why do you work? Like most people, Robert answered, to earn money. Rich Dad smiled and said, that's the mistake most people make. Instead of just working for money, work to learn skills that will make you more valuable. The skills that build wealth. Sales and marketing. Leadership and management. Financial literacy. Each job or challenge is an opportunity to grow and prepare for greater success. Lesson 5. Take calculated risks. The greatest risk is doing nothing, Rich Dad often said. Success requires taking calculated risks, whether it's starting a business, investing in an opportunity, or learning a new skill. Robert learned to see beyond fear and focus on possibilities. He learned that every financial decision is a step toward wealth or a step away from it. Thanks to Rich Dad's lessons, Robert broke free from the rat race and achieved financial freedom. These principles, building assets, gaining financial education, and taking action, are the foundation of wealth building. So, are you ready to start thinking like the rich? Remember, wealth isn't about how much you earn, it's about how much you keep and grow. The journey to financial freedom begins with the right mindset and education. Actionable takeaways. So, what can we learn from this? Seek out jobs that challenge you. Don't be afraid to take roles that push you to learn new skills, even if they don't pay the most. If you're in sales, you're learning how to negotiate and build relationships. If you're in customer service, you're developing communication and problem-solving skills. If you're an assistant, you're learning organization and time management. Look for opportunities to grow. Volunteer for projects, ask for additional responsibilities, and embrace learning experiences. Think of someone like Elon Musk. Before starting Tesla or SpaceX, Musk learned programming, business strategy, and engineering by working in different fields and tackling challenging projects. He didn't limit himself to one area, he focused on building a diverse skill set that prepared him to innovate and succeed. Thank you for watching. If this video inspired you, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share it with those who are ready to change their financial future. Also, you can share your opinion in the comments section. See you next time.